Yo, what up, you guys? No, I'm joking. Don't click off. I'm joking. Okay, so it's Thursday. I'm going to... it's almost 1:30. So I'm gonna try to, like, hurry up. I'm gonna start off with this. Ooh. Oh, I feel so tired today, which is weird because I had more sleep today than I did yesterday. And I wasn't this tired yesterday. I was tired a bit for like the afternoon yesterday where I felt like I actually want to just disappear, you know? That kind of feeling. I'm starting to think that maybe where my foundation wears off some days is this primer. I don't know. It's just, it always wears off like right here. But I feel like the time it stays on wears better with the primer than without it. So I don't actually know. That's just me trying to figure out like why it's, but I think there's just because that's where I get more oily. Oh no, did none of that record? I actually want to die. Okay, so I think actually none of that recorded. And I'm really running out of time. Yeah, I think that's it. I put Diet Root Beer in the crease and underneath my eyes. I put Conspiracy on the lid, and then I just grabbed the black, my rides here, and smudged it in a little bit of like a smoky wing along the edge. For a lot of people, and probably for me as well, this is kind of a lot for work, but you know, we doing it. We're gonna deal with it. That was way too much. Fuck, I hate this. Okay, so this is the look. I'm running late, so this is it. I'll catch you guys when I get back. Okay, we're back. I'm home from work. It's, what is it, 4:30, 20 to 5, something like that. I think it's a little bit more than 4:30 in the afternoon. I mean, we're doing somewhat okay. The crease is, however, coming back with all of them. It's not pronounced. It actually looked worse in the camera this time than it does in real life. But you can definitely see like some things here starting to somewhat like come up to the surface, and it's starting to kind of happen. So I wonder, I don't know. I think tomorrow I'll see if I can do anything to like prevent that. And see if maybe if I don't powder my lids first before I put on a shimmer, if that helps with the creasing. I don't really know. I'm gonna try and see. I don't know. I'm gonna give you a later check-in than this as well today. Clean up a little bit, and I'll probably check in with you guys before I take my makeup off. But we're starting to show some signs of wear here. And that's where we're at. What are we? 7 hours in, I think. And it's worn off a little bit here, but that's because my eye it's been like twitching, like a muscle here or something, like all day. Like I think it's done that like at least 20 times today, and I've been kind of like doing this or like pressing here to make it stop twitching. So that's that. I will check in with you guys before I take my makeup off, but this is where we're at 7 hours. Okay, a little bit of a change of clothes. It's been some more hours. It's now 9 o'clock at night, and I'm about ready to take my makeup off. I'm not done really cleaning up. We've also had dinner, and I've done other things, and I haven't been as like efficient as I want to be, but I'm actually starting to feel like a greasy little mess, like a grease ball, and I don't like the feeling of my face makeup at the moment. My eye makeup, however, those creases that I said before were like slowly coming in, haven't gotten any worse. Like, they've stayed the same as they were when I got home at a little bit at like, what was it, 4:30, I think. Yeah, it was 4:30, and wait, I'm just gonna double check. I'm going to just look up close. I mean, the shimmer on this side, if I get really close, maybe you can see the shimmer on this side, and this bit here has moved. It has kind of like separated. And that's just because of my like skin type, because it's combination, and it sort of can get a bit like oily. My lids can get oily, this gets oily, like the front of my face, my forehead, my nose, and my chin a bit. But this bit, and like these bits, and sometimes this bit is dry and oily at the same time. But these bits here, like these little strips and the sides here, can get really, really dry, and the same with around my nose, as well as it can get oily. It can sometimes be oily and dry at the same time. So like you can see, this bit right here should not be shining. Now my eye's doing that twitch thing again. It's been like twitching here, like this way. Like there's a muscle or something that's here, and it's like twitching like this, and it's been really annoying me like all day. But if I look at you like this, yes, my face makeup doesn't look amazing, but like my eye makeup is pretty fine. Like, it doesn't look like I've worn it for 14 hours. I wouldn't say, just looking at you like this, that it looks like I've had my eye makeup on for 14 hours. You can see that it's starting to wear off a bit, and I mean, I might have exaggerated. It has gotten a little bit worse. It's kind of lost the shimmer on all the parts except for like down at the bottom. The shimmer has kind of worn away. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna try some more ways to do the base underneath of them, and we're gonna see if we can get those creases to not happen. It's not bad. Like, it takes a good amount of hours before it does happen. Yeah, that's kind of it. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm having friends over after work, so that is gonna be amazing. But I'm gonna go wash this off, and I will see you tomorrow with a new look. I was thinking of, I talked yesterday about all the things that I kind of wanted to do. I don't really know about that today. I'm in some pain, which isn't fun, but that's what it is, you know? I'm gonna go in with, this is diet root beer, which has become a staple and what I use but I'm gonna go in with some cheese dust. I'm going in to cry on my couch. Going in to cry on my couch. And I'm just gonna put that. Okay, this is it. I just put the cream cry on my couch all over the lid, and then cheese dust and diet root beer through the crease, and some diet root beer underneath my lash line. And that's gonna be it for today. I haven't been talking at all because I'm kind of like, you can see the palette down here. I'm kind of like a little bit in pain at the moment, so we're gonna keep it at that. But that's why I haven't really said anything. And I also really need to leave now. So I also really need to leave. So that's that. See you guys when I get back. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you the mess. I'm back, and basically I'm back way later than I expected to be. I was gonna check in after I got back from work, but I now have company over. You might see them in an upcoming video. We'll see. So this is what it looks like after, like, say so 15 hours. It's not creased yet today. It has the other days. I don't know if I did anything differently. I did it quicker today than yesterday. I don't know if that's a reason, but that's the only thing I really know. But I'll probably be taking this off sometime soon. But as the other days, my makeup on my eyes has held up way better than the makeup on my face. So discard that. But this is basically it. I know this is a very attractive way to show what's going on here, but there's no creasing whatsoever today. So that's good. I don't know if it was because we used only mattes or what that's about, but you'll probably see a more exciting look this weekend because I'm not going to work, so I can, you know, do pinks if I want to, or the greens or the reds, basically more so than I can going to work. So that's going to be that for today. This has been the one that's held up the best out of all of them. I will see you guys with something more exciting than this next time. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do a check-in today. I'm kind of knackered, really. So I've just put Tannicon in my crease. I've put some diet root beer in my crease, and I've also put some cheese dust in my crease. I haven't touched, I have not touched spiraling yet. So I'm thinking, I also think it would be a kind of fun look to put this color all over the eye. So I don't really know. But I'm gonna try to use spiraling because I want to see what it looks like. Because I haven't touched it yet. Okay. I mean, very much a smoky eye. And I'm thinking I might put sleep paralysis just on the middle. Don't really mind it. I'm taking a bit of my rights here, which is just the black. And I'm just going into the corner. Okay, it lost a lot of that spiraling shade. I'm just gonna tap the edges of sleep paralysis. Fuck, I did that again. I'm trying to just wipe it off. I'm just tapping the edges of sleep paralysis with that. These two shades, like spiraling and sleep paralysis, might be a good two shades. Like, if you're ever gonna do your eye makeup before your face makeup, these are good shades to maybe use on those occasions. Okay, so it's kind of just a little bit of a mess, honestly. I've made a bit of a mess. I think I might fix that, you know. I don't know if I'll do a check-in with this. I probably will. It's just that it's like, it's almost 8 at night, so I'll probably be wearing it for like possibly 3 hours. But yeah, I was just playing around a bit because I haven't used this shade before, and I do think it's very, very pretty. And the shimmer in it isn't really like, hey, in your face. It's more like a metallic shift. I don't know. I really like that shade. I don't love what I've done with it, but I do really like that shade. And it does blend well, so I think if you wanted to, you don't really need to put a crease shade down. You could really just have that shade all over if you wanted to. I have Tanacon, Diet Root Beer, and Cheese Dust, I think. And Cheese Dust in the crease. That Cheese Dust shade, however, I have basically covered up completely. It doesn't show anymore. I think I'll be cleaning up a little bit from last night and decorating my room a bit more for Christmas. But I really like these shades. That's that. I am really tired. I'm sorry if I make no sense or if I sound extremely bored. I'm not. I mean, I sat down because I was a bit bored, but like, I'm not bored by this look. I'm a little bit annoyed that it didn't turn out as well as I hoped it would, but that's kind of on me, not on the shades, you know? Like, that's kind of my fault, not this. But I'll see. I'll probably do a check-in, but it's not going to be like a 10 plus hour or something. It's going to be like 3 to 4, if even that. But we'll see. So maybe there's like no change, and if there's no change after like 4 hours, I probably won't do a check-in, because if I don't do a check-in, I will see you guys tomorrow when I get ready for my twin cousin's birthday party. Bye. Okay, so I've realized that some of the looks that I've done are boring as shit. And I haven't really given you any options, really. So I was just gonna sit down and do something with the more fun colors, and then do the outro and the intro, because I realized that I have not done that. I'm, however, having a little bit of a headache. I don't know, it just kind of hit me now. But I think it's just because I'm really tired, but yeah. I'll probably just fast play the look, but, or the doing it. And then I'll show you after that. Okay. So, that's that. I'm not sure if I love it, but I don't hate it. But I'm also never really sure if I love it or if I hate it. I'm just gonna not curl my lashes and just put a tiny bit of, I guess it's more of like a somewhat grungy type of thing. I'm gonna bring you a tiny bit closer. And this is Diet Root Beer and Controversy through the crease, mixed together. And then we have the My Rides Here and Diet Cola, which is, Diet Cola is the silver and My Rides Here is the black. There's kind of a tiny bit of purple, at least in the mirror, that's kind of like peeking through at the top. I don't know, this is very messily done, but I do like it. It's kind of a New Year's Eve type of thing. Okay, so in conclusion to this whole week, there's definitely everyday shades in this, and there's definitely more, so like plenty of more combinations than I have showed you. And depending on what kind of a job you have or what kind of an everyday you have, everyone's everyday shades are different. And there's some really fun dark shades, like where I go to work, like I could use this as a liner one day. I could just pop this all over, a little bit of this, and then use this as a liner. I could use this as a liner and just smoke it out a little bit, and I wouldn't need much more than maybe that or this in the crease, because I'm quite fair. So like you can do way more than what I've done here, than what I've done in this video. Most of the days that I have filmed, I've been running late, so I've basically just resorted to what I normally do if I'm just running late on an everyday, is basically I would actually most days just put my bronzer, and this is kind of a bronzy type of shade, so I've just put this all over the lid at one point. I think I might have done 2 days where I did Diet Root Beer all through the crease and outer corner, and then just a Theory that's up here on the lid. I think I may have done 2 days for that. That's such a beautiful shade, and that's a really, really pretty, like, everyday shade. If you're not loving like a matte crease or anything like that, you could probably just put that all over the lid. Maybe give it a bit of a transition, but if you just want some sort of little shimmer, you could just put that all over the lid and blend it out. It works fine for that. In conclusion, I've realized that if I wore any type of thicker foundation, if I layered concealer on top of foundation with primer, there was too many layers. And me having hooded eyes, it started creasing up. But then when I used the Giorgio Armani foundation, which is very thin, I didn't have that problem at all. It didn't bother me, it didn't happen. It just didn't happen, basically. So I basically solved that for myself, which is good. So maybe if you're noticing that you're kind of creasing a bit and you're using primer and you don't really know what to do, maybe try to use a thinner layer on your lid if you have hooded eyes. If you don't have hooded eyes, I don't think you're gonna have an issue at all. I have a tiny bit of fallout of little glitters on my face, but to be honest, if I took a bit of tape and just rolled that under there, that would be gone, because I did try that with the deeper smoky eye that I tried. So I basically think that the palettes are really good. They're very versatile. There's tons of shades that you're not used to seeing together. So there's a lot of room for play with this palette, and I really like it. It does inspire you in a way that it is kind of like jumbled a little bit with the colors, and it's not colors that you're kind of used to seeing together in a palette. And I just think that's really nice. It's kind of nice to see something that we don't really see a lot, which is that kind of like jumbled but still kind of put together thing. They've held up well. None of the things that really have made them like crease or bunch up or anything have really been the shadows itself. Either it has been my skin type, or basically my skin type, or my products that I've had underneath, because switching those out I didn't have an issue. So I really think the shadows are really great. I feel like I will get a lot of use out of these. And I'm really happy that they are bringing back the green shade. I got so upset when they took that out, and I'm so happy that they're bringing it back and working on bringing it back as a single shadow, so you can get only that shadow. I would love that. I don't really know what more to say than the fact that I think they've held up really well when I've done a thinner layer on my lid, and they've worn beautifully. And I think that there's so many colors and combinations that you could make. It's a really beautiful palette, and I'm really happy to have it. I enjoyed the comfort of the Diet Root Beer shade. I will say that. I have used that the most. I've used that with every look. Meaning I'm not sad that they did a repeat in this palette. I'm sad about the green shade, but I'm not sad about the repeat and the fact that I have that in there, because I have used that with every look, and I have really leaned on that as kind of like I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna start with this while I try to figure it out. I haven't showed you as much looks as I would have possibly liked to, but there's also, I still have the palettes. Like, there's room for that in the future too, if that's something that's interesting to anybody. But that's all I have for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was probably a very lengthy video, but that's it. That's all from me. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like if you did. Please subscribe so I can see you next time. Bye!